Hi everyone, we'll be going over our proposal for the Science Carnival today. I'm Devin,
I'm Casey.
I'm Reagan.
I'm Evelyn.
and unfortunately Andreas cannot be here due to the time change, but we will continue without him.
Approximately 3,000 people attend the Science Carnival each year. With that in mind, we know it's important to feed all of the attendees to not only keep them there, but entice new people to come. We will be discussing how to bring food vendors into the event and provide a timeline on when it would be done. We went to the event and saw there is a need for food and there is space to do so. We believe that providing this proposal, it will not only help raise more money for the Science Carnival, but bring in more partners to advertise about the cause.
After attending the event, we realized that there was a need for food, so we proposed that we bring in food vendors. Due to the situation of loss of sponsorship and the need for additional funding, we decided that it would be best for the families who attend this event while also increasing the attendees.
After realizing there was a need for food, our first plan of action was to figure out the location of the food trucks and what food trucks we would bring in. We struggled to contact the school holding the event, but managed to pick an ideal location for the food trucks. Many of our food trucks were able to contact us back and said that they have been or were interested in attending the event. An important insight for future students and teams would be to attend the event in person. You will have more knowledge on the event, but also what the location will look like.
Looking at the potential ideas for solving the funding issues that come along with the Science Carnival, a few ideas would include increasing the amount of sponsors, find large sponsors and/or partners, setting up an auction or yard sale, selling raffle tickets, which would include prizes, a few smaller paid events, sell science-related crafts to do at home, and lastly, bring in food trucks.
We will be using food truck vendors to help fund the event. After reviewing the location, we decided that 10 vendors would be ideal for the site. These vendors would be charged 10 to 15% of their total sales in order to attend the event. That 10 to 15% of total sales will help the Science Carnival continue on their path to success by also enticing new attendees to come.
For the layout reference to the food trucks and where they will be located during the Science Carnival, the vendors will have the ability to park their food trucks in the marked area on the map in the red square towards the end of the blacktop. It is the perfect location for the food trucks because it has easy street access for them to enter and exit, and it isn't in the way of the main event.
With 10 potential vendors, we concluded that these trucks are very diverse to satisfy all needs, from barbecue to Mexican food and even desserts. They include a great variety in their menus. Here is a picture of the Kona ice truck that we had asked to attend. The average size of the food trucks are anywhere from 14 feet to 32 feet, which will easily fit with no problem.
So for our projected timeline, it consists of creating a layout for the entire event with food trucks included, which will help us when presenting for Rio Vista Middle School. We will then confirm with Rio Vista Middle School, present the layout, and inform the school of the food trucks taking place. After, we will call the vendors 3 months prior to the event to get verification of availability from vendors. If a vendor is unavailable or unwilling to attend last minute, we will contact another vendor from the list. We will then finalize the plan, event, and time. And then 3 weeks before the event, we will call and verify with all parties. We will then, 2 weeks before the event, need to design a schedule plan to organize food trucks by space and time to avoid congestion both at the start and the end of an event. The day of the event, depending on how many vendors there are, we will need to have them attend around 30 minutes to an hour early. After the event, we will gather 10 to 15% of the food truck's commission. Depending on how much commission we get from the food trucks will depend on how much we will make. We hope to make around $2,000 to $3,000 if it all turns out well.
So this is our prediction of the estimated profits to be gained from the vendors in the best possible scenario. If we operate under the assumption that 3,000 people will be attending, then we can safely say that 2,000 people will be purchasing food. Each person will be spending about $10 each at the food trucks, which makes total sales for the night $20,000 to $30,000. Taking the 10 to 15% from the sales leaves the profit for the Science Carnival around $2,000 to $3,000.
Our mission is to raise additional funding for this event and continue the great work of science with students within the grades of pre-K to 8th, increase the attendees of this operation, and cooperate with local businesses for exposure.
We want to thank you for the opportunity we have received this semester to work with you and how we had the ability to contribute to this successful project. Throughout this project, we've gained the following knowledge that we plan to take with us on our future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.